This is Magicite, a pixel roguelike where everything tries to kill you, including rocks? Yeah, that happened. Magicite is a game about fighting monsters, gathering loot, and desperately trying to beat its final boss, the wall of the Scourge Wall. But here's the thing, this game hasn't been updated in almost 10 years. It was the very first roguelike I ever played, and honestly, one of the few games my old potato PC could even run. But despite being abandoned and mostly forgotten, I came back, not just to play, but to do what little me never could. In this video, I'm gonna 100% complete Magicite. Every hat, every character, and every companion. If you enjoy roguelikes and virtual suffering, grab a popcorn and watch this. I am the Hedgehog, and let's get started. The game has a simple premise. We, players, have to go from District 1 to District 20, where the last boss is waiting to kill us or be killed. To do so, we can choose from a variety of characters, hats, and companions. To start off our journey, some of them are pretty OP, and they can definitely carry a run alone. But since we are starting out, we can only choose the peon, who's not that special. In the first few runs, I had to learn the game from scratch. Chop trees, mine ores, crafting, make armor, weapons, enemy patterns, and more. Thankfully, Magicite is intuitive, so dare I say you will learn how to craft and do stuff in no time. Still, I took my time to learn more and more about the game. Even before starting out, there is a lot to cover in character creation. Like for example, I found this golden chest in my first run. I didn't know that I needed the Lockmaster trait to open it. This is available in character creation. Also, another thing you will learn from trial and error is that at the end of every district, you can choose from 3 doors with a different set of biomes. Every biome has unique monsters, each with different behavior. Choosing carefully is what can set you for success or failure. In my first run, I chose the swamp biome in District 7 and perished. But even if you fail, you learn something, and sometimes earn a reward. You see, in Magicite you not only have to beat the game in District 20, but you also need to complete special tasks to get new unlocks. If you complete a set of challenges, you have a chance to get something to aid you in the next run. These rewards can be pretty easy, like a first reward, the Bazooka Scarf. As you will see later, some of these rewards can be really tough to get. For now, I can say that I was playing over and over, unlocking new things each run and getting used to the mechanics. But it was on run 7 that I finally reached District 20, Scourge Lair. This place is surrounded by monsters besides the boss. If you're not careful, you will be overwhelmed and defeated. That's what happened to me the first time I challenged the Scourge Wall. I didn't know if I should attack the monsters behind me or the final boss. But then, even after all defeat, I started learning more. One of the reasons I got defeated was because I was playing melee. I did not mention before, but in Magicite, we can play with 3 different classes: Knight, Mage, and Archer, each with their own playstyle and strengths. But without a doubt, playing Mage or Archer is an easy way to beat the game. After unlocking the Noble, a character specialized in magic, I played as a Mage in run 14. Mages are a safe option to beat the game, because they're strong and they can easily avoid bullet hell with their long-range skills. To play as a Mage, you first need to craft a bug net. I know this is kind of weird, but hear me out. Here, we can capture elemental bugs, fire bugs, thunder bugs, and ice bugs. By combining these bugs, we make elemental gems, which are the core of our magical weapons. That is why I reached the Scourge layer absolutely geared up. But to avoid being surrounded by enemies like last time, I decided to fight the minions first. I spammed them with magical attacks clearing my path. Only after defeating them, I spammed the hell out of fireballs into this demonic wall. And this was it. A first win. The first of many. The gameplay of Magicite is pretty much the same in every run you do. That is why the game is built around challenges to unlock certain items and spice things up. Otherwise, you would beat the game a few times, uninstall it, and play Conglomerate of Heroes. Anyhow, some challenges can be absurdly easy and some of them are just absurd. For example, we have this guy here, the Bandicoot, arguably one of the best characters in the game. He has a 50% chance to unlock just by choosing the crater biome at the end of a district. We just enter this dark blue door and we can unlock the character. This is really easy and you don't need to beat the game. On the contrary, we have the Gym, also a strong character. We can unlock him beating the game by killing the final boss only. This is a RNG nightmare. I hate this pixelated monstrosity. We'll talk more about this guy later. Anyway, the game is built around these challenges. Whether you wanna unlock a new hat, character or companion, you have to play around restrictions. Let's say that you wanna unlock the Floaty Slime companion. To unlock it, we cannot chop trees. Okay, understood. It would not be smart to play as an archer, since we have to make bow and arrows. That is why I played as a mage again, but this time I used a dragon hat. The dragon hat is unlocked after visiting a volcano biome. It allowed me to shoot fireballs without crafting magic weapons. And that's the beauty of the game. To unlock new things, you creatively use what you got, plus the knowledge you have, to unlock more and more stuff, allowing us to do more intricate maneuvers. So you got the basis of what we call Magicite. To make sure you keep feeding me your retention, let's talk about... As I said, there are some challenges that are stupid. Let's say now you wanna unlock the Pigfolk, an awful character unlocked by an awful rule. Beat the game without drinking potions. Seems pretty easy. It would be if potions were not our main source of healing. We can also have a small chance to heal when we eat food. The problem is that it's not enough. We could try to pay our taxes to random statues found in villages to heal, but believe me, paying your taxes won't save you. Thankfully, by using the Tiki Mask and the Regen Fairy, both are really easy to obtain, we can heal at the end of every district.
Udin din 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 dun, ma din 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 dun.
With enough trial and error, we finally unlocked this dirty pig. Nice! We also have the Qualog, who's more annoying. Qualog's a character unlocked by not crafting, but since the game was not perfectly coded, there is some loopholes we can take advantage of. Crafting in Magicite is everything with shift plus click. Archers require a lot of crafted arrows, and we can't find good magic equipment and chests. Our best option here is to play as a knight. We can't craft, but we can still buy or find pickaxes, melt the ores with the NPCs, and make knight armor with the blacksmith NPC. Since we are not technically crafting because we are not shift clicking, we can still make armor and be a strong knight. Also, it's way easier to find a good melee weapon in chests without the need to craft anything. We can also enter dungeons, opening every chest there. The laser sword, for example, can be found in the crater biome and it's the best sword in the game. With a lucky run, I was able to unlock the Qualog. Qualog is a tough one, but it's way easier than the Paranoia challenge. One of the challenges in order to complete Magicite is to beat the game without taking hits. The best option to do this is to play as an archer. You see, mages are good but they lack control over their skills. When playing archer, we can precisely snipe our enemies out of their existence. When playing mage, we don't have control on how we hit enemies. That's why playing archer is our best option to deal with this bit. To increase our success, we need a healthy paranoia level. Just shoot everything that moves. See a chest? Shoot it. Could be a chest mimic. See a rock? Shoot it. Could be a gnoll mimic. You see nothing? But it could be something. We also have to be careful in the Scourge lair and defeat all enemies in advance. That way, we can just shoot this stupid boss without distractions. After that, we earn the Overworld Helm. This bad boy, when equipped, reduces all damage in half. That's awesome, but we can't ignore the elephant in the room. Except that the elephant is red and its name is the gym. How are we going to unlock the gym? I played for days and I was not able to unlock this bastard. Remember, to unlock this abomination, we have to beat the game by just killing the boss, and nothing else. It's too hard to not accidentally kill a monster during a playthrough, and we can get skills or attributes from leveling up, making our main source of damage come from equipment. That is why I had to resort to something forbidden, something that I was trying to avoid all the time. Our final companion, the 4th Age Droid, is unlocked after beating Madman Mode, and the 4th Age Droid is the key to unlock the gym. But as I said, we need to beat Madman Mode. Madman Mode is another difficulty for the game. It changes a few things. To beat this difficulty, we have to reach District 20 really fast. That is why I use a strategy similar to what Goomba and Al used. I played as Scourgeling, a character that allows me to defeat enemies using zombies. The strategy is to ignore everything, use the zombies when needed, to reach District 20, and spawn zombies to kill the boss. That's easier said than done though. It took me a lot of tries, but since we have to go fast, we can also restart fast. And with enough tries, we got our victory. Now, allow me to introduce you to my little friend. In my opinion, the 4th Age Droid is the strongest companion in the game. Just look at your regular speed, and look at you with double movement speed and literally flying. The stage is now set. We finally have the pieces of the puzzle to unlock the gym. Beat the game by killing just one enemy. To not risk killing any enemy, I decided to play as a knight, because that way we can just lock in or single target. To do so, I chose the Spirit. The Spirit is probably the strongest melee character in the game, giving us bonus HP and attack right off the start. To unlock him, first we buy a Spirit Gem from an NPC, then use it to summon a boss. Upon its defeat, we unlock the Spirit. In character creation, I use the Skeleton Mask. This increases our critical chance by 25%, and as my companion, the 4th Age Droid. I also use the defensive and aggressive traits. That way, I get bonus attack and HP without leveling up. Now, our character looks exactly like the thumbnail of this video. Who would have thought? It's time to get the gym. I played Magicite for at least 10 hours to get this character. Sometimes I reach District 20, full diamond, but by making a lot of mistakes, I lost many runs. I first thought I needed to be full diamond with a grey sword and with a lot of potions. In this run though, I was without armor. I was only with a sword, 2 rings of rage, and a dream. As they say, fortune favors the bold. This was enough to make it happen. We beat the game by killing just the final boss. Wait. Oh no. There is still the final hat. The Robin Hood hat. To unlock it, we have to shoot 100 arrows in a single playthrough, and we only have a 20% chance. But after shooting arrows for hours, I learned the fundamentals of statistics. If it's not 100%, it's 50-50. I shot a crapload of arrows, and only after 3 hours, I unlocked the Robin Hood hat. Finally, we 100%ed Magicite, every hat, companion, and characters. The game is kind of old, and is definitely forgotten by his dev, but it was a pleasure to revive my childhood memories and have you here, watching until the very end of this video. Subscribe immediately, subscribe right now, please subscribe.